Bearing of circumlinear vessels. Now, when you look at the optic nerve head, the blood vessels are supported very nicely by the rim tissue. In other words, if you look at a blood vessel in the optic disc region, they're nicely supported by the rim tissue. They're not hanging usually. But if you see a blood vessel that looks like should have had support, but there is a small gap in between the blood vessel and the rim tissue, that particular sign is called bearing of circumlinear vessel. If you want to understand what's going on, if you have a blood vessel that has had support previously, but now the rim tissue is eroding, or actually there is progression of glaucoma, the rim tissue sort of moves away. In reality, the rim tissue is being lost, and the blood vessel is now hanging without any support. It's usually found supro or infratemporally, running blood vessels. You find blood vessels running supratemporally and infratemporally, and it's one of the soft signs of glaucoma. This raises suspicion, but is not a open and shut case if you have a person with bearing that they should have significant defect. As the disease progresses, what you find is that here's the blood vessel, and it had enough tissue, and now it's actually losing more tissue and gets obvious. Let's go back one step. Look right here, that's a blood vessel. That's absence of rim tissue, and that tells you that that's bearing. Now here's another one. Look how this blood vessel is nicely arched, okay? It should really have rim tissue supporting it, because why would a blood vessel take a nice curve or an arch if it did not have any support? Now you can look carefully, there is a white line there, and then there is nice pink rim tissue, suggesting that this person is losing rim tissue right there superiorly, and this is bearing of circumlinear vessel. Point to remember is this is a soft sign of glaucoma. Add with this a few more signs, and you may have yourself a suspect. Let's look at one more picture. See how this blood vessel is nicely arched. It's hanging right there. It should have had rim tissue support. It doesn't, and that's bearing of circumlinear vessel.